Hello, my name is Zach, and today is day 3 of 14 days of automation with AI Automation Elite. Now, if you're interested in learning how to do automations, how to work with AI, whether it's to build just simple tools, agents, graphs, or production grade AI, this is the place. And our new school, the description is in the link, will be happy to help you achieve those goals. All right, let's get started. Today we're going to make a sort of fictitious flow, but really to teach you some great concepts. Today we're going to work with Google Forms directly. The other day we did Google Form to Google Sheet. Today it's going to be straight Google Form. We are going to take this as an input. So imagine you have the form out there on social media. Someone wants to get more information from you. They fill out the form, and when the form is completed and the automation runs, it will take that information. It will then go to ChatGPT and create a great email that is inspiring and catchy, however it is that you want. It will send that email to the potential client, and then it will send you a message in Slack letting you know that you have a new lead. All right, there's a lot to this, even though it's fairly short, so let's get going. If you have not watched day 1 and day 2, please take the time to go look at it. Also in our YouTube channel, there is the Make Building Blocks, which are little 2-minute pieces about particular module connections and other things. Have questions, leave us a comment in the YouTube thread or come to the school. So the first thing we need to do is create a Google form. So let's go to our Google Drive. We'll go to Home, and then inside of Folders, I'm going to use the same that I've been using all week. All right, and now we're going to go to New, Create a Form, and let's build this form. All right, we're going to call this, for my simplicity, Contact Us. I don't like this color. Let's make it, there we go. Well, I don't know if that's any better, but all right. Now, let's say, what is your name? And we want to make this required. We need this information. Okay, so let's duplicate this. What is your email? And this is also a short answer. Now, let's say, what services are you interested in? This is going to help us, or help the AI write that great email. And here let's go ahead and do multiple choice. So let's say AI, automation, maybe we have SEO, and maybe we do social media content. Okay. And finally, let's ask one more question. This is going to help us out a lot, especially in the sales flow. What is your biggest pain point in your business? All right, and let's make this a paragraph. All right, just 4 inputs, really nice, quick, and good to go. Let's go to our responses and link this. I'm going to choose the existing spreadsheet. And in automations, you don't have to do this. It'll create one automatically, but I like to keep them all together. Let's rename this to Contact Us. All right, good. We can close that. We won't need that any further. And now we'll just click here so that we can do the form. And let's go ahead and enter some test data. Test user. And let's just say test@gmail.com. Remember, we need to have some information so that we can get access to all of these fields. Doing the automation stuff. Let's make it fun, right? Okay, so we submit it, and let's go ahead and just say submit another response, so that'll be ready for us. Now let's start our new flow. We're going to come into our dashboard in Make, and if you have scenario structure already set up, 14 days of code, I'm going to go in there. let's create a new scenario. All right, let's get started. So the first thing we need to do is add our Google form. Okay, so we'll come to here, have them be on top, and we want to watch responses. Make sure you have the correct Google account. If not, click add, follow the instructions. Now we need to get this form ID. And the form ID is going to be when you're on this edit screen, in the URL path, you're going to see forms/d/, and then a whole bunch of gibberish, and then /edit. You want all that gibberish between d/ and /edit. You do not copy the /, only what's between them. Okay, so we're going to come over here and paste that. The next thing we're going to do is change this to 1. You can change this based on your need. Okay. We already have entered information inside of our sheet, so let's just go ahead and say all. All right, and now let's go ahead and run this module. And notice we run it and we get our answers, and we have a whole ton of text, answers, 1, and then our value. The next thing that we need to do is connect OpenAI. All right, and we want to create a completion. Make sure that you have it connected. If you don't, there's a video on it, but click add, follow the instructions, and here is the online help. If you have any questions, you can drop it in the thread and we'll be happy to help you. All right, next we want to create a completion, and once this is connected, you'll see this available. And then for the model, I'm going to choose the 4 Omni Mini, the most current one. I'm going to set the tokens at 1,000 while I'm here. And now we need to do our messages. So we have 2 roles. First, a system role, and a second is going to be a user role. Now, I'm not going to type out the prompt that I have because it's quite in-depth. All the other prompts, everything is available inside of the community. Currently, it's free right now until the end of the month. So if you're interested, go ahead and join. Like I said, link is in the description. All right, so we're going to paste that in here. And notice that this says you're an expert at sales copy. You're going to, you have a proven track record of compelling, highly converting emails, etc. We break down what it's supposed to do, what the tone should be, includes a call to action, right? Email should be less than 350 words, includes your calendar link. Make sure to change this calendar link. Also, when referencing the company, here's the company name, here's the owner name. It will only be the email body, and to use HTML to make it dynamic and interesting. All right. Now for the user role, it's much simpler. And this one just says to the user, here's the information that you need from the Google form. All right, so the name, we're going to come over here. Remember, it's in name, text, answer, value. Repeat again for email. All right, business pain point. And there should be, I think, one more. Let's see. Oh, you know what? This goes up here. That is interested service. So let's come and grab that. And then name goes right there, which is here. All right. That's all that we need. So this huge one available for free along with the blueprint. So you don't have to recreate that. My recommendation is you take mine, take it to ChatGPT or Claude, give it your own information, and then have it rewrite a prompt that's specific for you. Okay, so we'll click OK. So the next thing is going to be Gmail, and we're going to send an email. Now this is important to understand. If you're not already connected, you'll have to connect. If you do not have a Workspace, Google Workspace account, which is like $7 a month, which I highly recommend for a lot of reasons. But if you have a regular Gmail account, there will be an extra step that you have to follow, and it will pop up and tell you you need to do the extra step. There will be a link to a video that we made to show you how to do that, so don't fret. The video will walk you through it. It only takes a minute, and you'll be ready to go. And that's to use a personal, regular Gmail account. All right. The next thing we need to do is add a recipient. So this is just going to be the email. So we'll come back over here. What is your email? And then the subject. Now, here you can do whatever it is that you want, right? I'm going to say, thank you for contacting AI Automation Elite. I don't know, some ellipsis. Now, the content is going to be what GPT created. So we're going to go to Choices, Message, and Content, which will be here. And finally, the last step is Add Slack. Now, this is going to send you a message to let you know that you have a new contact. We're going to go to the Create Message. Once again, you're going to have to follow the instructions to set up your Slack the first time. Click Add, follow the instructions. The next thing we want to do is say, select from a list. That way you don't have to try to memorize which one. You can just hunt for it. And if you can see it, then you know that you've connected it right. All right, we're going to leave it as public. In our public channel, we're just going to say AI automation input is good. The text is going to be, you have a new lead. I don't know, let's put a rocket in there. We're going to put the same information that we put on the other one, right? We want name, email, services interested, and pain point. Okay, so we'll go back over here to lead and start with the name. What is the name? Here. Next is email. Next is services. And finally, pain point. Now make sure that you're always clicking the chevron arrow, not the actual name, because if you click this, it'll add it, but it'll be missing information. You only want to click on whichever is the input that you want, and that's value. Okay, we don't need blocks, so we're going to say okay. Now we're going to save it. Let's align it. And now let's go give it another lead. So we're going to come back over here to contact us. We're going to say Zach Happyman. All right, Zach at codeshock.dev. I want social media. I am not creative and hate doing social media. That's pretty much the truth. Okay, so we submit that. We know that's in. We're going to go back to our automation and run it once. So far, so good. So let's look at the email that it created, the output, choices, and then message, and then content. So, hello, Zach Happyman. Thanks for reaching out. I can't help but feel your pain when it comes to social media. It's challenging when creativity doesn't flow. Hey, man, this guy gets me, right? This is a good email. It's formed well, looks nice. And we can confirm here that it was sent. Here's the ID of the email. And then here is what's in Slack. Now, looking at Slack, I can confirm this is correct. This is what I'm seeing. And if we look at our email, bring it over here. Hello, Zach Happyman, right? Looks good. Great email. Your homework is to think about how you can modify this to your own flow. Maybe you use Typeform or a different form online. I'm sure it connects. How can you change this to even be better? I look forward to seeing it. I hope this is helpful to you. Please leave us any ideas or questions in the channel, and happy automating. We'll see you tomorrow.